Hello, and welcome back to another Tales from My Backlog. Now, this is actually being recorded on the last day of August. Why? Because I didn't really like the first take I'd done on this. A lot of it was, just talking about how I didn't like the way uh, certain things were, but I was still trying to talk positive about Inglourious Bastards. So yes, welcome to a Tales from My Backlog on Inglourious Bastards, a movie that has been on my radar for quite a while. So no, I haven't rewatched the movie since for this review. I'm basing it off of memory, and I tend to have a pretty good memory when it comes to movies that I have watched. So, Inglourious Bastards. What did I think? Well, now that I've had actually a lot longer to reflect on it, I think the movie is okay. It definitely did not go the way I thought it was going to go, kind of like Pulp Fiction. And I'm starting to get the sense that for some, Quentin Tarantino films, that's something I should just be used to, where the premise is completely different to what's actually being shown. What do I mean by that? Well, I went into this movie fully intending to follow, the bastards as they go around and brutally murdering a bunch of Nazis. That does happen, but not the whole 2 plus hour movie that it is. It for the longest time follows the uh, you know the head of the Nazi Joseph Goebbels picking a movie theater for to show this movie about this German sniper who took out a lot of American troops and all that. And it turns out that this head of the cinema, is actually a Jew, and one that the Jew catcher at the beginning of the movie let escape. And that's essentially what the massive middle part of this movie is. And whilst yes, I get why it was done, thematically, I still would have preferred to follow the bastards, seeing them, because we only really get quickly introduced to them. We have a scene with them, where where the bear Jew basically kills one of a Nazi, and um, then we meet up with them in the end of the second half of the movie and beginning of the final act, as well. And then towards the end, I would have again a movie called Inglourious Bastards. I would have fully expected to follow the bastards from beginning to end, essentially on multiple different missions. That is my only grievance with this movie, and it's kind of the same with Pulp Fiction. Where I thought it was going to be about John Travolta's character and Uma Thurman's character for the entire movie. It wasn't. It was split up into multiple different parts. Um, Aside from that, I still did enjoy it, especially the beginning to the movie with how the Jew hunter is shown how good he is at what he done. By talking with this the French farmer, talking in English. Once it moves from French to English, um, and he's talking about why he is good at his job, and then he ends up getting the farmer to say that yes, he is hiding Jews in the floorboards, and because they don't speak English, they don't know what's going to happen, and that's how that little girl escapes, and then ends up being the head of the cinema and all that. I like that it's a different take on history, because in the end, we do see the war end completely different. Hitler does die at the theater. A lot of people are, a lot of people that went to go see that movie are killed because, again, two different missions are going on. The woman who owns the cinema, decides that during the third spiel or third act, that her black partner was going to go down, and set fire to these really flammable film reels, and that it was just going to burn the whole thing down with them all essentially dying in it. But also this, private actor, wanting to obviously build a relationship with her because he finds her attractive and all that. She shoots him, he shoots her, and they both die. And then it just ends with only two of the bastards being alive, and basically leaving their trademark Nazi symbol on this on the Jew hunter. So people will always be reminded that he is a Nazi, a former Nazi operative. And yeah, like I said, I think it's just okay. Um, this is kind of like the third full Tarantino film that I have seen. Um, I remember watching bits and pieces of Kill Bill, either Volume 1 or Volume 2, so I can't say for definite if I have, watched that in full. But yeah, I definitely think from the three full Tarantino movies that I've seen, being Django Unchained, Inglourious Basterds, and Pulp Fiction, Django Unchained is probably his best that I've seen of his discography so far. There's still a lot of his that I need to watch. Like Reservoir Dogs, as I said, Kill Bill, and probably a bunch more. But in time, I will get a, excuse me, I will get around to those movies. So that is going to wrap up this review. Let me know what you thought of Inglourious Basterds in the comments down below if you've seen it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all for my next review.